Welcome to my 5 minutes in Glen, Waverley with Spatial thinking in urban design. Starting to roam around this area with permeability map. This hand-drawn map is to represent mobility route and accessibility around Glen Waverley Junction within 400 meters walkable distance. Glen Waverley Station is quite a large block scale when comparing to Melbourne CBD. The smaller block area could make you feel much easier to enjoy the walk. Sipping a cup of coffee at the corner cafe is not a bad idea. Weekday on peak hour in between 3 to 4 p.m. The map represents a pool of views around this station corner. As the red color represents my observation of users along 50 meters accessible distance during on peak hour. This corner was so crowded after 3:45 to 4 p.m. mostly for transits between bus and train including pickup point area. Moving a bit further to the bus terminal. This spot could be referred to the notes of meeting points mentioned by Kevin Lynch about the city and its elements. This hand-drawn map is represent the 5 elements by the color. Pink color area represents node as bus and train junction is a part of it. Green color railway as H. Streets part in orange color. The icon apartment as a landmark in purple color, which all are in the Blue Line district. Walking up along Kingsway to another node, the Village Cinema. You could find almost all of the food vendors along the street provide a dining area in public space. Yes, it is on the footpath or sideway. Well, I just wondering how the street user can identify the line between public space and private space. On the way back to the station, walking around and having a thought about that, I found myself was walking through a public access which is located on the ground level of the icon apartment arcade. This hand-drawn section view of the arcade represents an outcome of building section affect urban space. So, should I be positioning myself in public space or private space during the walk? That's how I recall something. During observation at the cafe, I just realized that I saw the barista in the cafe walk straight into the crowd, asking them to move from the table that belongs to the cafe to sit on a public bench instead. The cafe might have paid for displaying a coffee table, but those tables and chairs are all on the public sidewalk area. Should we have a thought a bit about this? Just moving to another corner. It is lower traffic than the cafe corner, but then again, the dining area are set along a sidewalk. The difference is this side of arcade is much lower in number of street users, and there's no public seating provided to confuse the user like another corner. However, this passage is still a part of public access to train station on public sidewalk. The yellow area in a passage for public access to the railway station through the walk, while the red zone is the dining area belongs to the restaurant. This kind of clearly identifying and zoning seems to be a challenge for future urban design and planning in order to respond to public space use as social structure concern. Meanwhile, maintaining economic structure circulation for a particular area as seen in Glen Waverley is also important. Thank you for spending 5 minutes together. Have a nice day.